You're watching convention coverage on site.
My name is Anthony. I am TKTX CT10018. So I am a Storm Shadow. I am a Shadow Trooper. I am a clone Shock Trooper, Coruscant Guard. I am also a member of the Wolf Pack. I am also a Shadow Scout. So just like this, but all black. I am a Stormtrooper. I'm a Shadow Trooper, but same thing, but all black. I am also a member of the Rebel Legion. Just go with it. I am the only Havoc Trooper here in the Western Hemisphere. I'm going to enjoy that for right now. There's a guy working on one right now, but he's so far behind me, I'm not even going to worry about it. But there are like 10 of us worldwide. But as a 501st Legion member, it has probably got to be one of the greatest things I've ever done. And it is an enjoyable organization because I've got to hang out with a bunch of great people. And there are new people coming in all the time. Worldwide, there are 14,400 members of us, with some ungodly number. There's like 36,000 registered costumes for us. And that goes from like everything from like, she has one costume, he's got 5, he's got 19, Steve's got like 27. Give or take, yes. But there is a guy that I know, he lives in Fresno, and he does have 27 costumes. Yeah, his resume is impressive, really it is. But what we do as an organization, the thing that we do is we help organizations raise money, whether it be for cancer, ALS, diabetes, the Make-A-Wish Foundations. Those are hard, but we do them. That's what we do. And if you ever see one of these guys out on the street walking around, go up to them and take your picture with them. They will never ask you for money because they love their picture to be taken. How do we get here? Unfortunately, it's one of those hobbies that's not, it's an expensive hobby is what it is. But we can get you into it relatively cheap as an officer or as a pilot. Maybe even as a Jawa. Start out as a regular white Stormtrooper, you could probably get into it maybe about $1,000. And what you're going to get is all the plastic pieces. We call it armor. So when you finally buy it and you get your big brown box, that's what we call it. It's like the greatest day ever. And then you get it home and you open it up. You lay it all out, and it's like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? It's extremely intimidating. It's extremely scary. We all went through it. I still go through it. I've been doing this for several years now, for almost 10 years. And every time I get my brand new box in, I lay it all out. I'm like, oh man, what do I do? I don't know how to do this. I gotta call somebody. We are here to help you. We are here to help you put your costume together. And when you do it right, when we help you, you will have what we call a screen-accurate costume. It's just as good, if not better, than the movies. And every once in a while, we get thrown a bone, and you can be in a movie or a series, a fan film. But we call it armor. It's not a costume. We call it armor. And it's if you're crafty, and some of you look crafty, just think of it as something bigger than that. I mean, if you've ever built like a model car, model plane, or a boat, it's the same thing, just bigger. If you can sew, it's the same thing like that. I sewed my own girdle. Yes, I have a girdle. It's really not that hard playing with paint, playing with glue. If you're not bleeding, you're not doing it right. And believe me when I tell you, some of our blood is in our costumes, and we take great pride in that. I almost cut my finger off trimming down on one of my costumes. Unfortunately, when you get your costume, and we're just going to use the Stormtrooper as an example here, all you're going to get is just the white pieces, just like this. But it's going to be up to you to turn that into this piece right here. And although we all look alike, Everybody is different. Everybody. If you want to do a Gamoran guard, our piggy here, you have to be able to wear a lot of foam and a lot of latex. It's going to be hot and it's going to be uncomfortable. You have your Jawa here. It's fairly easy, but still, there's a lot of work. None of these things are comfortable. They're all hot. You're either hot or you're cold. There is no in the middle. On a really nice day like this, our piggy, he is absolutely sweating. He's dying. But we always make sure that everybody is okay. Always make sure everybody's hydrated. So when we're here and you've passed all the requirements to get into the group and you've put your costume together and you're walking around your neighborhood, test fitting it, making sure everything fits right, you get your TK number, you're a Stormtrooper now. And now you are part of a family that is worldwide. Like I said, we're over 14,000 members. We're in 42 different countries. We're all 52 states. We're everywhere. And you may not know it, but your neighbor could quite possibly be working on this, and you don't know it until they go outside walking around test fitting this thing. Like, oh my God, I just saw a piggy out there, or I saw a TIE pilot out there. Exactly. That's what happened to me when I first did this, and I walked around my neighborhood, and everybody came out like, oh my God, there's a Stormtrooper, you know. It's really great. But to find these things, it's fairly easy. You just get on the website and you start poking around. And if you ever have thought about joining the group, it's not that hard. It's free. You just got to have a costume to get to that point. And once you get to that, man, I mean, your whole demeanor, your whole attitude changes. And the moment you suit up with us that first day, it's great. It's scary. And I don't know what I'm going to do. And I don't know if I'm going to go home. Because that's what I did. I almost walked away. But no, 10 years later, here I am. And now I'm in front of you. So, like I said, we're here to help you. We're here to help you put your costume together. We're here to make sure that you look good. Because it's important for me, for you to look good. You look good. I look good. We all look good. And it's a family. And if I have to get all touchy-feely with you to make sure that your costume is looking better, I'm going to do it. And I've had guys come up to me and say, hey, start reaching down there and lift up to something. Oh, okay, cool, thanks. Thank you. And then you just keep on going.
I talked to you earlier about the patch you have for the Central Valley. That's for California and with the that's on your jacket right now. Tell folks about that patch you have.
Hold on a second. Even my sweater here tells a story too, because I got this sweater when I got to go hang out in New Mexico with the New Mexico group out there called the Dewback Ridge Garrison for the Albuquerque Hot Balloon Festival, and it tells a story too. This whole jacket here, this whole vest here tells a story of the things that we are, the things that we've done, the places that we've gone to. I'm a clone trooper, so I belong to the Clone Trooper Detachment. I am a Stormtrooper, so I belong to the 1st Imperial Stormtrooper Detachment, or FISD. I am also a Shadow Trooper, so like I said, just like the white one, but it's all black, the Spec Ops. It's not on here, but some of us have also been backup dancers for Weird Al Yankovic when he comes into town. I have fortunate enough been able to do it 6 times. Have you been able to do it? Not yet. It's coming. It's coming.
Hey, Anthony, can you show us some moves?
Yes, you can.
Yes, I can. What? No, I need it. So when we do there, you just start dancing, and that's it. That's all you do. And then we march off. It's not a whole lot, really. It's not. But just to be up there on stage with Weird Al and it's really really great. Like I said, I've been fortunate enough to do it 6 times. Some of us have even gone a lot further and have been part of a Star Wars series. I haven't, but there are members that live here in town who have been part of The Mandalorian. Yes. There are members who are here who have been part of, I believe, the Kenobi series.
Well, this is yet to be seen, but it might rhyme with Obi-Wan Kenobi.
So, like I said, those are the perks. The things that we do, like I said earlier, is that we help organizations raise money. That's what we do. And we all do this volunteer. Nobody pays us. That is the whole gratification of what we do. And it makes me feel good, and it really does. It makes us all feel good. So to get to this point, you have to figure out what you want to do. What costume do you want to wear? This right here is called what we call hard armor. So he's encased in nothing but plastic. The pilot over here is what we call soft armor. Same with the biker scout, soft armor. He's not encased in it. He does have soft parts to him. So you have to figure out what part you want to do. And if you go to the 501st.com website and find costumes, costume reference library, there is an ungodly number of costumes that you can pick from. Everything from hard armor, soft armor, to officers. It's all there. And I will tell you, none of it is comfortable. None of it is comfortable. It's all hot and it's all uncomfortable. You're either going to be sweating, we call it juicy, or you're going to be cold. And once this plastic gets cold, you can't get warm until you get out of it. But once it's hot and you get out of it, the whole lot. Yes, it's awesome. So, I can keep going on and on and on and on, so go ahead.
It's true too, there are a lot of online forums that try to figure out the details of making the outfit, right?
Say again?
There's a lot of forums that you
Oh.
can
Yeah,
first
yeah.
to ask questions.
You want me to grab that one?
Go ahead.
I actually know this one. So yeah, he's absolutely right. We have 18 different detachments within the Legion. So there's the Jolly Roger Squadron that covers our pilots. There's the Kryt Clan that covers our Jawas and our Gamorreans. Like Anthony said, FISD that covers our Stormtroopers. The Pathfinders, which cover the Biker Scouts. So there's 18 different detachments, and they have over 375 separate costumes that are available to approve right now. And there's more coming every day. I just worked with a guy here. I think he's either in Stockton or Lodi. He's going to be a Legion first for a Battlefront clone commander. So he's our very first clone commander. He went and did all the research, pulled all the details out of Battlefront, and he's going to be the Legion first. He's the model for the CRL, and he's online right now, and it's pretty exciting for him. It's a pretty big achievement to accomplish that for being a Legion first, because there's a lot of work you do to get the details right. So, yeah, there's all kinds of, and you can find all the different detachments on the 501st website. Any other questions?
Now, if you guys had to guess, what would be their busiest day of the year?
Star Wars Day.
Star Wars Day.
Which one?
Which one?
Let's see, May the 4th for Star Wars Celebration. 25th. May 25th, right?
May 25th? Anybody else? Christmas? New Year's?
Do you guys remember what May 25th was? That's a big day right there. Big day. Yes, way before. Way before.
When it was just Star Wars.
Yeah.
I remember going to the theater, around the flying and everything.
So for most of the requirements that we have for these guys, it's nice to have a blaster. You do not need a blaster. It's nice to have. Inside his helmets, he might have fans. He might have electronics. Nice to have. Do not need it. And that does not come with your costume. It does not. That is something that you have to pay for on your own and in addition. So it's like buying a car. If you want to have power windows, it's added cost. You want power seats, it's added cost. Same thing. All of the electronics that go into these things, they're all added cost. You just get the basic, and that's it. It's up to you to go up and above and beyond the Call of Duty if you want to. Now, this helmet right here has gone way above and beyond the Call of Duty. This thing is an absolute 100% fully functioning working helmet. It has fans. It has all the electronics in it to make you sound just like a Stormtrooper. There is over $700 invested into just this helmet. So when someone asks me, oh, can you build one for me? No. It's too expensive for what it is. But for the hardcore person who would really like, oh yeah, here's $1,000. Oh, okay, here you go. But unfortunately, some of the parts that are in this thing are not made anymore. So that kind of puts the value of it a little bit more. So for me, this is my helmet. This is my pride and joy. I love this thing. This thing has been called what they call proof. So if you grab it, oh yeah, it's pretty solid. So like I said earlier, we all look the same. No, we don't. Everybody's different. His helmet is made by, we'll just say George. See what I did there? This helmet was made by Daniel. You know, they're all the same, but his helmet might be a little bit thinner. This helmet is a lot thicker, makes it heavier. So it does wear on you. So he could be wearing carpenter suspenders that you get at Lowe's or Home Depot. So it's to hold all his stuff up, but it's also pulling everything down. So it weighs down on you. And by the end of the day, we are very tired. And all I want to do is get this thing off and get on my clothes and go home. Now, with that being said, going through the parking lot, and I am just tired, and I just want to go home, and some guy is yelling at me from across the way at midnight, and I'm like, oh my God, what now? What did I do? And he just wants to talk Star Wars, and I said, you know what? I'm tired, but let's do this. And I stood there in the parking lot and talked to this guy for about a good half an hour. So if you see me and you want to talk about it, I will talk your ear off. But like I said, requirements, some of you have to have, like his holster, have to have your holster. That's a requirement. To have a blaster in it, it's not a requirement. It's nice, you don't have to have it. Your piggy, I think, is your staff a requirement? It's nice to have, but you don't need it. Most of the requirements for your Jawa, they're here. You need them. For the pilot over here, the droid is nice to have.
Yep, just nice to have.
It's nice to have. You don't need it. But how cool is it that you have it? It's like having accessories, right? You want to accessorize, make yourself look more awesome than you already are. It helps. Is what it does. It helps. So when you're ready and you're getting ready to make the leap and you want to do what we do, we're here to help you. Every single one of us. When I started this, there was only 47 of us. Now there's almost 200 of us. We're here to help you. Every single one of us. And if you are walking down the street and you're at a grocery store and you see somebody wearing a Central California Garrison patch or a shirt, a logo, and they're a Stormtrooper, talk to them about it. They will stand there and they will talk to you about it because they want you to know. And if you want to get in, oh my God, you've just made a new friend. One of my coworkers has always wanted to be a Stormtrooper, and he didn't know how to do it until he met me. Now he has a helmet, and later this year he's buying his first armor. And I'm going to help him get into the group. And I've personally helped at least 2 people get into the group. My only thing that I ask you to do, if you do this, if I helped you, you help someone else. Because that's how this works. We're all in this together. We're all a family. And we all got to look good. Because if we look good, you guys are going to enjoy it that much more better. For us to bring your favorite Star Wars character to life. And it's not just to be on TV or in a movie or to go help organization raise money. It's to help everybody. And that's what we're here for.
Hey, Anthony, talk a little bit about some of the charity events that you guys have done and ones that have been most memorable.
So they're all memorable, really they are. But I'm just gonna go right for the jugular and tell you that the Make-A-Wish Foundation is one of the most absolute hardest ones to do. My first one, the little boy was on his way to go to Disneyland or to Legoland and then Disneyland to be a Jedi for the day, and we were the kickoff party. And when he saw Vader walk around the corner, he just lit up. The absolute best. The second one I did, they called us and then they told us to stand down. And they called us, get ready, we're going tomorrow. The little boy went from bad to worse and from worse to horrible. And then the last day they called us and we had to go to his house. So the neighbors were nice enough to allow us to change in their carports and driveways. It was 107 degrees that day. And you can imagine wearing all of this on a hot day, it just increases the temperature. So it's not just 107, you're looking at almost over 110 degrees now. I don't think he understood that we were there, but he lit up enough for us to know that he knew we were there. And that's all that counted. And then unfortunately, a week later, he passed away. And that was probably one of the hardest things that I've ever had to do. And even being there, I told the guys, dude, I don't know if I could do this. This is, I don't know if I can. I did it. We busted through it and we got done. And to this day, that was probably the hardest thing I have ever had to do. But we did it in good faith and we got through it. And those are the memories that are going to keep with you forever. These are the things I always tell these guys. A lifetime of memories. And it'll never get any better than that. It won't. To help organizations raise money to make it better for everybody else. To go to the hospitals and try to brighten up the kids' day, even if just for an hour. You know, to see them light up because we brought their favorite Star Wars character to life makes it all worthwhile. All of it. And that's what we do. And we do it voluntarily. We all get together, we all suit up, and we all make people happy. That's what we do. And if that's something that you feel that you want to do, hit us up, and we'll help you on your way. That's what we do. The perks of what we do, because of the things we have, is to be here at places like this and talk to people like you and to show you how we do what we do, to get the things that we have and to make your journey a little bit more easier so it's not so tough. You are not alone. We're here to help you.